Wonderful. Yep. And I will just open up and say a very warm welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. It's 7:11. It's the magical hour, and you've joined us here, Power in Aging with Mel and myself and our wonderful guest speaker, Samina. For those who are unfamiliar with Power in Aging and you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. Mel and I have this little company that we love to support women through all ages and cycles of life. We are a very beautiful community, like-hearted women coming together. We try to touch on the emotional, the physical, the mental, the hormonal, the spiritual side of aging. And that is what brought us together several years ago. We started with doing these lovely guest speaker events. We're now on our 35th guest speaker event, so really excited. We just keep finding these wonderful speakers with so much passion and so much talent to bring to our community. And we've also evolved into an online membership program where we offer group coaching monthly, as well as self-paced modules that you can do every month with a new theme, allowing you to sort of dive in and explore the different aspects of aging and how we can approach them together in a very healthy, pro-aging way. So we do invite you to, take a look a little deeper into our community. Mel will put a little link in the chat if you want to click on it and look at some of our websites or social media, anything like that, and look into perhaps joining us for a connection call to see if it's something that you'd like to join us. Keep your eye on as well. We will be offering a November promotion coming up. So we'll be sending an email out with that in the next couple of weeks. But without further ado, you're all here to see Samina, and we're thrilled that she's joining us all the way from San Francisco. What a treat. And I was fortunate enough to meet Samina through a beautiful spiritual group, and she has this gift to offer. She's engineer by day, but this beautiful healing artist, at the heart, and that's what keeps her going. And I am excited for her to share her art with us tonight. So I'll pass it over to you, Samina. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is Samina. Thank you so much for giving me the chance, and it has been a great pleasure to meet you guys at that event. And as you said, I am an engineer by profession, and I have been doing project management all my life. And it was very easy when I was young. But as I grew older, I found out like a lot of things which would not stress me have started stressing me. So I have to find ways so that I do not get stressed and do not age as quickly as people would get if they get stressed. And I have been known to be the most calm project manager in my industry because I don't stress. At least I don't show the stress. I will be stressed, but I don't show it. And so there are lots of techniques that I use. One of them is the neurographic art, and it has always helped me with a lot of things. And I would consider it like as a when someone puts a chewing gum in your hair and you don't know how to take it off. That's how some thoughts are in your brain, and you need to take them out. And how do you do that? So exactly this process helps you in that. So I regularly have a small diary. I just make lines in there and get the things out of the way. So what is neurographic art? Neurographic art is a transformational drawing practice which was developed by Pavel Paskar. He's a Russian scientist by profession, again, an engineer, but he developed this art and it is very upcoming, and a lot of people are doing that. And what it involves is our minds, emotion, and body to create a unique visual language so that we put our thoughts and processes on the paper in a mindful manner. What we do in the process is that I'll show you, the diagram that I have made so that it's much easier than my beautiful face. So, So if you see over here, I think I have to turn it around, right? Yeah. So the way you will see is that this is us, and whatever is churning in our head is this brain, is the theme that we have. And we will be thinking what is in our mind. And obviously, whatever is in our mind will go into our emotions. And when it goes into our emotions, it obviously goes into our body, and we can feel the problem and what is happening. It could be anything. It could be a challenge. It could be a change in your normal circumstances. It could be a question that has arisen and you have to resolve that question. It could be an anxiety. So right now for our this session, we have to have an intention of what we are trying to resolve. It cannot be 10 things together. You have the idea behind this art is that you have to pick up one thing and then resolve it. And the more you resolve and take out things one by one apart, they will be easier to be resolved. So the credit for this particular chart goes to one of my teachers, Ng Howard. So what she says is that we have to look into our body. What we have to do self observation. What is happening to our body? Is it like the headaches that we are getting? Is it like some sort of an ache that we are getting? We cannot sleep. What is happening to our body? If we have an issue, then we have to resolve that issue. uh, so whenever we need to change something, we need to find out if yes, we have a problem, we have to acknowledge the problem and then find ways to resolve the problem. So this is where we come to the neurographic art. So all our problems, whatever we have, we are going to put them onto paper, something like this. And then the most important things on this is like we have a circle, we have lines, triangle, and a square. This is all it is all about, nothing more. So anyone who would say that they are the worst artist can do it. So it's no problem at all. There is anyone can make lines, anyone can make circles, and that's how we are going to begin that. At the end of the process, what usually comes out is that you will have an idea of acceptance of your problem or the issue, and then you will be having an idea of how we can resolve the situation. So or an insight to that problem. That's how it will come out to be. So I'll show you some of the arts that through previous sessions I have done. They like some examples. So one example is this one. Here is another example where again we are using the circles and the triangles, and when we kind of make them roundish, we are kind of mindfully putting our problems to the paper. So I'll be guiding you through the whole process. I'm just going to show you the finished product so that you know. This was done last week with another session. And this is about a more longer session of 2 3 workshops together in 3 weeks, where you do the whole it was so you know, a tree, family tree, and you think if there are problems with a relative or something like that, or any issues with the family, you can resolve those issues through this, these are your roots. And then this is the problem and how it can all flower. So because not everything in life is bleak and dark, there are good points. We have to emphasize the good points and put perspective to the problems, because not all problems are too big that we cannot resolve them. So it's all about perspective, that we have to put everything in a perspective. So I'll start with a small meditation with you guys, like if it's okay with you. And I hope you have your blank papers and few markers or pencils with you, and a black pen and a black liner, a black liner. few pencils or markers, and a blank paper. Any paper would do. And let's get started. I invite you to take a moment to sit comfortably and tune into yourself. This awareness will serve as a foundation as we explore the drawing process together. Find a comfortable position, and if it feels right, gently close your eyes and place your feet flat on the ground to connect with the earth beneath you. Let's begin by taking a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. With each exhale, release anything that does not belong in this moment. Any thoughts or worries from your day, just release them. Allow yourself to arrive here and now. Breathe into your body. Feel the weight of your body sinking into your chair. Notice your back, your legs, your feet on the ground. Relax your chest, shoulders, arms, and hands. Let your neck and face soften. Keep on breathing through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now take a moment to check in with your body. Where do you feel the comfort? Where do you feel discomfort? Just register that in your mind. Acknowledge any sensations present without judgment. Just breathe into them. Now take a few deep breaths in your heart space. How do you feel emotionally? Is there excitement? Are you curious or perhaps some irritation? Allow yourself to experience whatever feeling are present without labeling them as good or bad. Sometimes irritation is also good because of that irritation, you get to a good point of finding a better chance. Excitement, too much of an excitement is also not good, but it is also good. So just be aware of what you are feeling. Shift your focus to your mind. Observe your thoughts. Are they racing? Are they questioning? Just let them be without following them or getting caught up. Breathe, keep on breathing, and allow the thoughts to flow. Now, give yourself a big, gentle smile on your face, embracing yourself as you are right now. The smile will right now release all your tensions. Now, in your mind, choose a theme or topic for our drawing. Choose something small just to try, and you can do it again for a bigger thing. Perhaps it's an annoyance or a task that needs attention, like a household chore or a minor frustration at work. It can be anything when you are feeling personally stuck on something. Connecting with the thought, with the theme. Take a moment to feel how your body responds to this theme. So, how you do it is that you are thinking of the theme in your head, and you will feel that your body either will become tense, maybe your head will become tense, you will feel a race of emotions coming to your mind. Just allow them to be. Just breathe into that experience, acknowledge your feelings, don't put them under the rug. Now that you have your energy with you, bring your hands together in front and rub them gently to put them an energy in your hands. Place your place your hands over your eyes so that you can feel that energy on your eyes. Now, gently open your eyes, and on a piece of paper that you have in front of you, start drawing some lines. So, when you start drawing the lines, the most important thing here is that the lines will you will not follow the lines will follow you. So you will be just making not straight lines, just lines like that, haphazard lines, because nothing in nature is straightforward. It's always, if you have any questions, you can unmute and ask me. Now that you have made these lines, you must be thinking what I am doing about these lines. So what you will be doing is that you will be connecting these lines vertically now. And again, that is all done mindfully. You are thinking about your problem and you are just making those lines like the as the day is going past you. I'm just making 3 lines. Now you will find that as in life, there is always some space left for, even if there are problems, even if a life is full of every kind of thing. So in my space over here, I find that I have some space available over here. If you can see over here in the whole of this, I have a space over here. So I'm going to make a big circle over here. So circle is depicting myself. It does not have to be a perfect circle. It can be an egg shape. It can be any shape. It just need to be a space where you find some space where it shows that this is the space which you have to so resolve your problems. Once you have made this circle, think of your issue or your agitation. And what you will be doing is you are going to put that agitation or within this circle. So, for example, I am just closing my eyes and I'm thinking of my problem, and then I am just doing it like that. That's it. I have put my problem on the paper, right? So now that I have that, I'm elongating it. I am going to make it long because nothing is contained in one. If there is a problem or if there is a resolution, it always extends from in space and goes out and affects everything in life. So I'm going to extend it to whatever ways it's going. Now we'll be doing the cool part. So how it happens is that within the circle, we will try to make all the spaces like small circles. So in this manner, what we are doing is that we are dividing our problems into smaller issues. So we are kind of crushing the problem. So it's not a big problem. It's now becoming small pieces that can be scattered, and they do not have that perspective of it's a big thing. So see over here, this one is round. This one is round. So while I'm doing all this, I'm mindfully thinking about it and making it corners has to be round, because everything in life, wherever there are corners, all dark energies and everything lurks in those corners. So we are going to make everything flow easily for us. And that's only possible if we are making everything rounds and there is no issue of any bad energy lurking in corners. And all the while I'm doing it, I'm thinking about like, how can I resolve it? Is it a big issue, or is it like this is small of a problem? Like I'm making it into small circles. Why was I thinking that it's a big circle? It's not. It's actually a small circle. It's just the perspective. When I'm looking it closer, it's not as big as I was thinking about it. As like with all mindful processes, it takes some time to really contemplate and think what is happening in our life. We do not have to tell anyone. It's just our mind and what how we are process training our mind to think differently. That's the whole point here. So if you see over here, this all is kind of roundish figures. Now what we will be doing is, if we look outside, wherever there are intersections, we will soften those intersections like this, so that if you look closely, they will depict our neurons in our brain, because the neuron network in our brains is always like that, haphazard lines that are interconnected with very soft edges. So the founder of this art has actually done some research on this, and he believes that when we are doing that, we are actually changing the neurons connections in our brain to help us resolve situations and come out of our issues. This is the most important part of this art, that we have to look at each and every intersections and turn them into round corners. It may take some time, but this is a worthwhile exercise. And you know what? While you are doing that, you will remember that beside this problem, there are some elements or some issues that are causing or increasing my problem. You depict them with a triangle. So you will make a triangle for that, because triangle means that it has three sharp corners, and it depicts that it is a problem. So you will be making some triangle, that this is a triangle that is causing me some problem, or on this path it is causing me another problem. It's all up to you. Maybe you do not have those problems, you do not have to make them, but if you have, then you will make few triangles here and there, wherever you think that this is the path that goes to path X, Y, Z, and in that Y, there has to be a triangle which is causing more problem. So I do need to take this out of my consciousness and resolve it. In the same manner, you may have some helpers along the way. Maybe your friend who's you can talk to. So that friend will come as a square, because that's something which is staying. It will not turn around, and it's balanced. It can be big and it can be small. It can be any size. Once you have made them, you have to also soften their corners. So if you see over here, that has to be softened. And all the while I am thinking about this square, which is a friend or another aid that will help me with my problem, I am lovingly making it round and thinking about it. I am bringing it into my conscious that, oh, I have this. I am grateful to have this in my life that will be helping me. I have this circle B, square B that is also going to help me. I'm lovingly circling it around, making it round, and making it part of my fabric right now. I'll do the same with the bigger. I'm pronouncing it more because that's one of the biggest supports that I'll be getting. And I'm banking on it. I'm not going to forget these triangles, even though they are causing issues for me. I just want to put them in my perspective and acknowledge them that they are there. If we do not acknowledge our problem, we cannot resolve it. So we are going to resolve it like that, that we are making it the corners round. I hope you guys are following me and understanding. Do you have any questions? If anyone wants, if they want to show half of their whatever they are making, if they have.
Remember, everybody has to unmute. I'll show mine just for fun. Oh, of course, I have a blurry background, so it's hard to see.
Yeah, but I think it's all along the lines. That's good. Thank you. So
Welcome.
everyone else, Elizabeth? Wow, nice. Yeah, awesome. So like I said, the most important thing is that the the black lines or these should be really perfect. Like they should be round. So even when we start coloring, we will notice that some of these corners are left. So we will be making them round again. And you can always, like, if you think over here that some of the lines are too thin, you can override those lines and think that, oh, this line, and it's all intuitive. Maybe you will say that this line needs to be a little darker, to make it darker. Maybe this line should also be darker. So I'm going to make it darker. Can go here. Surprising to find out how many corners we have in our life. I think I'm almost completed and move forward.
You're well practiced at this, I think.
No, yeah, please take your time. Because this part is the most important part because you're putting all your energy on the paper. Take your time, guys.
The ones that join the edge of the paper, are they also to be rounded?
No, they are just going out like so this is kind of your life, and there is always things which are at the edge of the life, and they
Okay.
just go and dissipate in wherever you would think they would dissipate. So it also shows that it's never part, everything is flowing in life, it never stays the same. Change is the only constant that happens. So we
True.
need to just acknowledge it
Lay down, Lila.
and go with the flow of life. Sometimes resisting things is causing the issues. We need to let them go. And you know, this art is your piece. You can even make flowers in the middle of the squares. You can do anything about it, like if you want to differentiate it or something like that. So you guys can continue doing the lines, like even when after we have colored, this is an evolving process. You can still round off if you find any edges in the middle of somewhere. So now for coloring, again, it is very intuitive because color has its own energy. And whatever color you are picking up, subconsciously that color is what is required from you. So in my hand, I have lots of colors. I just intuitively picked up green. And how we will be doing the color is that we will be starting, like we are looking at it at our circle, and in the circle find one space which calls for you and you think, oh, I want to start from there. So it's something which happens subconsciously. You are not thinking about it, but still your mind will go to one part of
Way
your
down.
circle where you will be starting coloring. So for me, I like this particular part, so I am starting coloring this. And it's never has to be like one section. It needs to be of some of the parts together. And it's again very intuitive. You are just, without thinking, you are coloring. You will be surprised when you see the end result, because it's all subconsciously you are coloring. You are not thinking which color would go with what. And everyone's pieces will come out good and very personalized.
What do we do when we come across a triangle?
The triangle,
Yeah.
like over here. So
Yes.
it's up to you. We can fill out the whole piece. Most important part to color is this particular part
Okay.
and these portions. But usually we can color the whole thing. The but this is where we need to color most. Like do the effort of coloring.
But if well, I guess I put, like, if you come into your triangle, do you just leave it blank or do you color it?
I will color it because I am accepting it and I am welcoming it that yes, you are a problem and I'm going to face you and deal with you and it will be resolved. So it's not something which I will not take care. So I am pronouncing it. Sometimes accepting a problem is resolving a problem. Now can you see these were the scribbling lines that we made? And can we recognize them right now? That's our stress that we have released on over here. See, in my mind, this triangle which is colored is, I'm flowing it out of my paper by coloring the same color. So it's kind of hidden in the fabric of this drawing.
It's very therapeutic, just the process of it all.
Yeah, and you know what, like once you have made it, it's important that you keep it in your room somewhere visible, so that when you look at it you may have more introspective of the issue that was there, and
Right.
you may be able to find some solutions to that. So while you are doing that you may find, oh, I left that particular corner, let me look at it and do it, soften it out. Let me make this line more dark. So it's like an evolving process. It's not just that you have completed the work and you can leave it. You can always own it, do it something else to it.
Right.
Maybe you feel like you want to put more lines there. Maybe you will find out in a day or two that those squares were really helping you out and you want to put some stars in it, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, because it's 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 kind of your mind's imprint that you have put on paper. And you can leave some of the things white, like I have left for some of the, if them later, but as long as I have colored the parts that are important, the main issue, and and the squares and the triangles, if they have been colored, and those are the most important things. I like to work on the black lines more.
Yeah.
It's more helpful if you have a number of black pens that are of different
Thickness.
thickness.
Yeah.
That will be very helpful. Unfortunately, I was not able to pack everything with me. If someone have any questions, Melanie, should we open for the question?
Sure, yeah. Is anybody feeling like there's something they need to ask at all? Want to show your progress?
Yeah.
Option. No takers? You have to unmute. Remember, if you are speaking and we don't hear you, it's because you are muted. Everybody's being shy, apparently. Or they're just
Or
so
they are
engrossed
engrossed.
in art.
Yes.
That's right. I do love art, and I haven't done much of it lately, so it's quite nice to be focusing on it at the moment.
I'll take a picture of this and post it online so that it's kind of a blueprint of what it is all about.
Beautiful. Yeah, and we could include it maybe somehow in the newsletter tomorrow.
Yep.
Best thing is that there's no right or wrong.
Yep. It's just about having fun, and it's so personalized that even if you are putting it up in your room, nobody would know that this is directly proportional to anything that was in your mind. It's just this, and you
Yes.
know it, nobody
That's
else knows it. And maybe after a week or so you will think, oh, it was not even a problem, it was nothing. And that's where the success comes.
I don't have a plethora of colors. I don't know, but I don't have the kids at the right age at home anymore, so I'm
You
working
know,
on a
these
limited
days,
number.
dollar store has really good stuff, and even Winners or Marshalls. They have
Oh,
the art section, and you get really good markers like the whole box for really nothing.
I'll have to
And
check that out.
yeah, yeah. I think with art is the best thing to resolve, to kind of get yourself out of the daily uh, grind of life. Even if you
Yes.
get 5 minutes after your work or whenever, that's the best thing to do. Playing with colors or lines. Elizabeth, how are you doing? Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, great. I thought I'd only be using a few colors, but no, I've pretty much used all of
Wow,
my colors.
looks nice. Yeah,
I just decided to use brown too. I don't know if
yeah.
you see the little heart that I made, and there's trees in the corners because where I live,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of trees.
See, this is what it is about. Like it's so personalized because of that the trees are giving you more energy, and the trees are your support system, and
Yes,
that's
ma'am. Yeah.
they are. Yeah.
Drive in, like I was with a girlfriend who's this afternoon who's well, she has lung cancer and it's also in her brain. And so when I came home, it was raining, and I just remember thinking how grateful I am that I live in the trees.
Yeah. And you know what? You can do this exercise with your friend.
I
That's
know I have been thinking about that. I don't know if she's open to it, but I will suggest it. She
yeah.
knew what I was doing tonight, and she just sort of looked at me like, "You're doing what?" I said, "Yeah, it's called art therapy. I've done it before. I love it." That rumbling in the background was my furnace. The temperature must be dropping.
And did we mention that one lucky will draw a lucky winner who gets to have a class with Samina? We'll do that and send it out in the email tomorrow as well. Well, let's see. I am not done, not by a long shot, but
But keep on, it cannot, it's meant to be, cannot be done in 2 hours or 1 hour.
Right.
So if you get the idea of how it has to be done, like you can continue doing it.
And Samina, do you have that written out, like that the triangle is this and the square
Yes,
was that, so that
I
we
can.
remember that?
Yes, I can send you. What I'll do is I'll mark on this. This is a very good visual representation.
Yes, yeah,
I'll also label these circles and triangles in that, and
yeah, that'd be
send you a
great.
snapshot of that.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Does that
that's a
sound
very
good?
very good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think for me, that was like, what was this again? So that would be helpful because we're newer to it, just to remember what each thing represented.
Yep.
Beautiful. How are we doing, everybody? Does anybody want to unmute? I feel like I just saw another spot that I should have colored in black and now it's gone. Must be saying something. Yeah, I'm gonna put mine up just for fun. I'm not even close to done and I don't have a lot of colors, but. and
Oh,
it-
very
it's sort of
beautiful.
visible.
Looks good.
Very
All
beautiful.
orange
Yes.
and
If I put
really
my
nice
hand
color.
near it, oh,
Yeah.
look how it magically appears.
I like it very
That's
much.
cool. It's like
Yeah.
magic. So there we go. Well, that is super cool. That is really, really feels like therapy. I don't know if it's because I do love art or if everybody's getting the same feeling off of it.
Mhm.
See if anybody's written anything in the chat.
I thought it was really fun. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Show
thank
my
you, Samina.
like
Yeah.
Wow, Jennifer, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
done a good job.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting a few people saying thank you so much. It was wonderful. I got to put my child to bed, this kind of thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Oh, Dagmar, I can see you talking, but I can't hear you. Is your mute off?
What do I do to
Oh,
hear
there
me?
you go. I can hear you now. You
No,
did it.
now I clicked the mute.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
What did you say when we couldn't hear you?
I clicked then on mute because it was mute.
Yes,
So-
now I can hear you. What were you saying?
Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to show your up a little higher, a little higher. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But that's not my first one. I did it already a year ago with
Oh,
the
okay.
founder of the psychologist, the Russian psychologist, who's the founder of this. So, and I did it always in respect of friends.
Yeah.
When I thought about them, and then I found out what's right and what's needy with them. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Very-
love it that Dagmar told me about it, and I am back into it. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's great. Does anybody have any questions for Samina? Anything they want to ask about the drawing or the process or the neurology? Yes, go ahead, Jennifer. I don't know if you have to unmute. There you go.
I have a question. So I was tending to make mine like let's see.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like if I started with one color, I was trying to make it go,
Uh-huh.
stay with it.
That is the idea. It should be like that. So you are perfect.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of
So
felt
that
like
it's blocks
path.
of, yes. And again, it's very intuitive what you feel. Maybe when you do it again, it will be a different feeling for you, and you will be surprised how different it could be.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much. It was interesting. I, gave a talk today on, the parasympathetic and sympathetic system. And it's just like, and I was just going through my emails, kind of deleting stuff. And I just saw this by chance. And so it was meant for me to show up here. So thank you so much.
And we are definitely getting our parasympathetic sort of stimulated this way, or if you want to call it stimulated, softened this way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
much.
appreciative. And remember, we have the email coming out tomorrow with all of the information from Samina. We'll put in what the little boxes and the triangles and the circles were all about. We'll draw the winner for her class. And we had, what else did we need to say? Hang on. I had a cue here from Christine. Give me a sec. Let me just check it over. We did have Lynn saying, thank you so much. She had to put her youngest to bed, and Lori Trumper said she had to go, but it was awesome. Oh, and next month we have our November speaker is, her name is Allie, and we've done a podcast with her, which we'll put up at some point as well. And it's called Starting Over, Embracing Life's New Beginnings at Any Age with Allison Perry Davies. So we're excited to hear from her as well, talking about aging, of course. So explore this wonderful artistic way to deal with your stress and age less, and let's stay young at heart, right? Keep yourselves going and enjoy every day. Thanks for joining us here at Power and Aging.
Thank you, Samina. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank you
speak to you
so
guys
much.
soon. Thank you. Bye,
Have
guys.
a lovely sleep, everyone.
Yes,
You
I
as
think
well.
we will get a
Restful
better
and
sleep.
relaxing.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks
Nice
so
to
much.
see you,
It's lovely.
Karima.
Bye. Great to see you.